Subsidiary and complementary protection in Europe. Subsidiary protection is a form of protection in Europe for people who do not meet the strict refugee definition under the Geneva Convention, but still need safety. It was created under the EU Qualification Directive to make sure that people at serious risk are not left without help. Subsidiary protection is given to people who would face the death penalty, torture, or serious harm because of violence in their country. For example, when there is a war or conflict that puts civilians in danger. Many EU countries include this in their national law. In France, this is set out in Article L512(1) of the CECDA, Code de l'entrée et du séjour des étrangers et du droit d'asile, the French Code on the entry and stay of foreigners and the right of asylum. This law applies EU standards and guarantees protection even when refugee status is not granted. The CJEU's Diakité ruling confirmed that the term armed conflict should be understood broadly, so more people can be protected even if the conflict does not meet all the technical requirements of international humanitarian law. On 12 February 2024, the French National Asylum Court, CNDA, granted subsidiary protection to MA, a national of Gaza. The court decided that the situation in Gaza involved such extreme and indiscriminate violence that any civilian, regardless of their personal situation, would face a real risk of serious harm if returned there. Because of this, even though MA did not qualify for refugee status under the Geneva Convention, he was given subsidiary protection to ensure that he would not be sent back to a place where his life or physical safety would be in danger. Complementary protection mechanisms. Not everyone who flees their country qualifies as a refugee under the strict definition of the 1951 Geneva Convention, but they may still face serious danger if sent back. For these people, complementary protection, also called subsidiary protection in the EU, acts as a safety net. This protection is given to people escaping armed conflict, generalized violence, or climate disasters, or those at risk of gender-based violence such as female genital mutilation, FGM, or forced marriage. Subsidiary protection ensures that countries respect the principle of non-refoulement, meaning they must not send someone back to a place where they could face torture, inhuman treatment, or serious threats to their life. In Europe, the EU Qualification Directive provides a legal basis for this type of protection, giving people basic rights like residence, healthcare, and limited work access. Other international agreements, like the Convention Against Torture and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR, also help protect those who do not meet the refugee definition, but still have a right to safety and dignity.